to actually, help. Oh, right, I did it all together. The sinew is there to actually make the circle shape. So since I've started apparently at the end, I'm gonna have to take all the rubber bands off and then find the actual, which is here, end of the sinew. And see, you can see I've gone, instead of cutting into the little individual ones, I've gone all the way across. It's easier. And I like the effect better. Oh, oops. The rubber bands have provided a little bit of a resist here, so that'll make some nice texturing and very subtle effect. And these rubber bands are not staining. I'm really happy with that. A lot of my older ones get stained. For whatever reason, this new batch doesn't, and I like it. Now, there were 7 different colors here. We're going right through the rainbow, Roy G. Biv, right? Which is to say red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. So let's see. Okay, I'll just unwind them all and then I'll pop it open. And they should be pretty circular. Hopefully they're circular. I didn't draw little circles as a guide, so it is entirely possible that they're going to be a little crooked. But that's okay. It's one of a kind after all. Okay. You ready? We'll do it this way. There we go. Yes, very nice. So here's the top of the pant. You can see how flowy this is. It might as well be a skirt. It's just gorgeous. I think I'm going to be wearing one of these at my next show. So, yes, that came out nice. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. Oh, look, the orange one is more like a flower. I can live with that. So this is, like I said, it's folded over. So one leg is folded into the other. And if I take the other leg out, wet fabric is not the easiest thing in the world to work with, especially when it's, you know, black now. All right. Oh, nope. Didn't pull it out far enough. There we go. Okay. So there's the pant. And this is actually right along the side seam on both sides. And again, because it's wet, it's going to be hard for you to see it, but once I get it all soaked and then washed and dried, I'll have more pictures that really show off the drape of that. One day I'm going to be able to afford a really good mannequin so I can take awesome pictures of them, what they look like on. This is a spiral, I think. Let's see. Yes. Yes. Oh, nice. I had so much fun with this one. See how the colors are blended. These, I use the primaries. Sometimes I use a pre-mixed powder and then I use that dye, but this is mixed from the primaries, and so I can get infinite gradations. And I'm very fond of rainbow, as you may have noticed. And some of these are just using the primaries straight through, red to yellow to orange. No, red to orange to yellow to green to blue to violet. But some of them I've mixed together with other colors. This particular green, this one right here, that's like my favorite green. This actually has red in it, and that's how I get that effect. It's a green that's more akin to purple. It's hard to explain. Anyway, so there's that one. Here was an experiment. I used blue and black. Oh, a spider. Blue and black and red. And this design is called a spider. It's a half, a spiral. I call it fireworks, actually. It looks a lot like fireworks to me, but many folks refer to it as the spider. Oh, yep, because when it's done right, it kind of looks like a spider. All these little legs. So, yay. Ooh, I'm happy with that. It is amazing to me, the incredible variation that is available. Okay, now here's an interesting one. This was also an experiment. I've got it tied here, so that should be a little bit, it didn't go all the way through, so there will be a line there, but all the rest of this is just kind of holding it together so that the folds would stay intact. I don't know if you can see you can see it better here, the folds, because when you look inside the folds, the colors from the other side are coming through. So this is one of my favorite kinds of things to do, because you just never know how they're going to combine. You do some colors on one side, and then you do other colors on the other side, and where they meet, you get a really, really neat effect, as you are about to see. And it's just an accordion fold, you know. It's when you make a paper fan, this is the same fold. Oops, no, right there. One day I will have an actual equipped studio, and I will have a nice one of those probably 3-part industrial stainless steel sinks. But in the meantime, I've got this bathtub. Thank goodness for all those really amazing cleaners that will get these stains out, because they do. Okay, come here. All right, so now there's a fairly sharp line you can see between the dark and the light on this side, except for here where it wasn't actually tight enough, and it didn't do it in here at all. But this is, oh, these are yoga pants. So let's pull them out. No, these are gauchos. Yay! Look at that. So this is just like that other pair of gauchos that I did the circles down. But look at this. It just blows my mind. The effects are just fantastic. And once again, the legs are folded into each other. So I can get this out. The other one I unfolded it so it was inside out. This one I'm going to unfold so that it's right side out, so the seam doesn't get in the way. Look at that, it's mesmerizing. So awesome. All right. There you go. And then here's what the side view of the leg. Yeah, this will be the one I'm gonna wear. And then I'll have to sell it off of my body, because people are gonna want it. But that's how I actually made my very first sale ever. It was right off my body. I was at the Hillsborough Pass It On sale, helping out with the getting set up right at the very beginning of the first day. And I had on one of my Mary tops. And a pregnant woman had come in to do some early shopping, and we really didn't really have the registers open. Weren't quite ready yet. Massive kudos to Kim Zerby, who puts that on every year. Huge event. And that's where I get a lot of my upcycle blanks. Most of them, in fact. Anyway, so this lady was looking for a maternity top, but she wanted it to be dressy. And the one I had on had a Ron star right centered over the belly, and so it just looked fantastic. And of course, the Mary top is flattering no matter what you look like. This is the peace sign. I just started learning how to do those, so we'll see how that went. Anyway, so she wanted it, and I said, well, okay. And I mean, I had a change of clothes with me, so that was great. And yeah, sold it to her. She had cash on her, and then I put it in the register after. Because of course, since I was selling my stuff there, Kim in the show itself got a cut. So I think that's only fair. So I started here. This is going to be the center right in the center of the front of the shirt, and it's a peace sign. And then I kind of followed it down along, so this should be vaguely round shaped around it, radiating out across the entire shirt. See how this went. And the yellow will be in the very center of all of the little sections between the legs, I guess. We shall see. Okay. Ooh. Well, it's gorgeous. Regardless. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Here's for the unfold. Ready? This is just half of it. This is a very large shirt. This is a 4X. And people rarely have anything for sizes above 2X, and I think that's just stupid. So I make it a point always to have something. And if it's not something that appeals to whoever wears the size, then I can always do a custom. And it's not a problem. Okay, you ready? Whoops. There we go. Peace and love, my friends. One day I'm going to figure out how to make it a heart on the outside instead of a circle. And then it'll be peace and love for true. Okay, this is the last one. And again, I've got the accordion fold, but you can see that although I've done the spectrum, it's not the same on both sides. So these colors should blend into the others. So let me just start doing that one. I used to have this great little system for getting these all off at once. And it was, I don't know what it was, I forgot it. I'll figure it out again. That's what happens when you don't die for a while. Ooh. Want a sneak peek? Ready? Sneak peek. Ooh, I did a really good rinse. See, and my hands aren't even getting stained. Usually they get stained because the dye is still coming off at this point, which is why we have to soak it. I mean, look at that water. But in this case, it isn't. Now, the way I had this tied with the rubber bands, these are just to hold the fold, because the fold is how we get this kind of thing. Is that cheating? Okay. Do that and round it out. It's kind of tricky to keep it flat when you're holding it together with rubber bands, because of course it wants to just make a tube shape. But modern technology, right? Okay, it's not, it's just rubber bands. All right. Looks like it's starting to take on some of the other colors a little bit, but the soda ash is out, so it won't stay. Okay, ready? Look at that. Nice. And on the back, it's different. That's the side view. Here's a sleeve. Let's just pull it through itself this way. And then we'll have it right side out as well. What size is this? This is a sleeve, is what that is. This is a large, an adult large. Okay, there you go. There you go. There's the front and the back. Subtle differences, but there you have it. That's the rinse out for today. Let me get that soaked, and I will have pictures when I get it washed and dried. Peace out. Catch you on the flip side.